So here we are back in Ordon Province, and you'll see the portal of Twilight will appear, and it will teleport Link back down. This is the same area where Lord Boblin and Lord Boble, or whatever, King Boblin, kidnapped Ilia and Colin and everything. And you'll see these texts that is coming from Midna, and she says, "Oh, by the way, you're still in wolf form, and why do you think that is?" And she'll then just tell you like good luck type of thing, and she'll laugh at you and then say see you later. So guess we're on our own and we're stuck in wolf form, so that's kind of lame. In any case, you want to go ahead and exit the spring and just head back towards Ordon. And as you start getting near the exit, notice that it's day too, by the way. Just make note of that real quick. Midna will start talking to you. She just kind of pops out of your shadow, and she can't actually exist in the world of light at the moment, so she will be hanging out in your shadow most of the time. So in any case, she says that you can't enter the Wall of Twilight if you choose to go back, because you're going to need somebody to pull you in. Because like last time a shadow beast pulled you in, so this time you're going to need Midna to pull you in. And it seems kind of odd to me. Like if Twilight is really covering the land and nobody really has a choice and all that, then why is it that you need Midna to pull you in? Why do you need permission to enter the Twilight Realm? You know, it just seems kind of odd. In any case, Midna goes on to say that if you want her help, you have to get her a sword and a shield. And what does she plan to use with them? In any case, notice that it's also turning night now. It's also very close to night. That must have been a very long conversation. In any case, you want to head back towards Ordon Village, and you'll see that there's a new enemy here called a Boblin. And, well, not really a new enemy. We saw one, or two of them earlier when Ilia and Colin got captured and such. In any case, you want to head back towards this area's Link's house, and we can't actually climb up ladders or open doors as a wolf, but this is that area right in front of Link's house. In any case, you want to kill the two Boblins here, and I like to use the A button when not Z-targeting to dash around, and this way you can move very quickly. It makes it hard for them to hit you. Such. Anyways, once you've defeated both of them, you want to go ahead and grab any goodies they drop behind, and then go ahead and head back towards Ordon Village. However, you will be stopped halfway through, and you will be called out to by a squirrel. Kind of strange. In any case, the squirrel says that you smell like the trees of Ordon, and so that's why he knew that he could trust you and stuff. But then he goes on to say that the other children in town were also kidnapped by Lord Boblin or King Boblin and Lord Bobo and stuff. So not just Ilia and Colin were captured, but also all the other children like Mallow, Tallow, and Beth. So now that we are back in the village, you'll see this scene in which it shows Hanch, and he's on top of the platform in the middle of the village, and he is muttering about the children, how they got kidnapped and everything, and he just is praying that they are okay and everything, and he mentions that he's just their good-for-nothing father and everything. So head across to the opposite side of the village. You'll see that there is Marebo and Jaggle. They're there talking about the shield and such, so that's what we need to know about. So you want to sneak closer. Once you're close enough, you'll be able to read their text. If you're too far away, it'll be too small. So you might want to hide in the grass or something. You don't want to get too close to the torches, otherwise they'll see you. So Mare asked him if the shield is still in Jaggle's house, and Jaggle will say yes it is, and they'll say that they also want to grab the sword that is in Russell's house. And I believe this is actually a sword that Russell actually uses, because I don't see him actually having it here in a little bit. In any case, Link will then stand up. I don't know if it's because they saw him and then thus Link stood up, or if Link stood up just to scare them away so that they didn't go back into the house to go grab the shield. In any case, they got scared away and they did not actually enter the house. And I guess they just jumped into the water behind the house or something. In any case, Midna will say it's a useful piece of information, and then she will then say that the village is just full of idiots because they left the window open. So you should, she says that you can get up to the roof by jumping on top of the water wheel that is connected to the house. So we're going to go do that in a moment. You want to head back across the bridge, and Hanch has meanwhile lit the torch that is up on top of the platform. This gives him a greater range of sight, and so now he can see you from not very far away. And so he will then summon the hawk using the hawk grass, and he will use it to attack you. So you want to run away from him, because he will repeatedly attack you if you're too close. So this will make it very difficult to get on top of the water wheel. So you want to head across to Sarah's Sundries, whatever, and the hawk is pretty easy to avoid. You simply use A to dash and run very quickly. In any case, the cat will then say, this is the same cat that we helped earlier, by the way, that we gave the fish to, or whatnot. He says that you can scare his master's husband, Sarah's husband, by simply getting behind him and such. So Midna says you head over here and you can use Midna to perform some Midna jumps to get on top of the roof. And she says you can go scare him and get behind him. She says, let's get away, or stop him from having that self-important pose. I think it's funny here, he has quite the elaborate scream, and then he just jumps right into the water. And if you look into the water, you see he's actually gone. In case you can stand next to the hot grass, you can actually press A, and this will allow Link to howl at it, and then you can howl the actual tune from the hot grass. And actually this little screen where you play the song is actually very similar to playing the ocarina from Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, but it's probably more similar to playing the Wind Waker in the game called The Wind Waker. It plays very similar. You simply hold up and down on the analog stick while you're holding A in order to play the song. So at this point, then the hawk will then come down and it'll apologize to you and say that it's sorry for attacking you, but that it has no choice to obey whoever plays the reed. So he says that's very sad, and that he explains that your voice sounded just like the hot grass and stuff, and that you should call him if you ever need help and such. That's not really that important. We only ever use the hawk a couple more times, and that's just totally optional. I don't think there's ever actually anything it's necessary to use the hawk for after this. In any case, you want to turn back towards the water wheel, you can use Midna to jump on top of the house here. Then you want to hop down in through the open door window thing. So once down here, you'll pop down into the upper area of the house and just hop on down, get on top of the table, actually. And here I actually had some trouble trying to get up there. In any case, you want to face towards this storage area and then use Midna to jump up there. So she's all giddy because they found it. In any case, once up here, you want to attack the wall. You can do so by either Z-targeting and pressing A, or you can jiggle the Wiimote back and forth to just perform a bite, I guess, and I think that'll actually smack at you. In any case, then this will knock down the Ordon Shield. You want to collect it, and Midna says that it looks cheap. I think that's funny. I guess just because it's wooden or something, but I think it's very detailed in any case. So anyways, you want to exit through the window here, and then we will gather the sword.